never killed nobody. How about it, people? What's up? So I'm gonna show y'all something though too. This is good stuff. If I can even show it. KUI something coconut drink. Coconut milk drink. KUII. There you go. Coconut milk drink with pineapple. All right, that and the freaking India hot tea that I'm almost calling coffee, but it's healing because it's what it has in it. Sometimes they put ginger in it. Man, oh my God, that stuff is so good for you. Woo, people, if I could tell you it's healing, it's absolutely healing. Now, they have a steak at this place. It's about 15 bucks. It's sauteed in butter also, okay? Like, or melted butter on it. I don't know how they cook it exactly, but it's got butter. And it's like, yo, that steak was good. And the secret menu, because you have to ask for it, it's not really, they're changing the menu and they can do what they want. Ask the lady in there or anybody that can make it for that India hot tea. That stuff, like I said, it's got healing properties. It is what it is. Because of the cloves in it and everything else. You gotta trust me on this, people. You just gotta have to hear me about that freaking India tea. Now, they're gonna start making lamb at the restaurant, but they also, it's between the Huddle House and the truck stop, and you don't even know it's there. So you gotta go around the front of the building to find this bar slash restaurant slash whatever. You just gotta trust me. The stuff they got in there, it's healthy for you, it's good, and they have a big burger. But I went with the steak, and I was glad for it. And they have, you know, yeah, just good stuff. Now, they're going to change the menu. I told them to put potatoes on it, baked potatoes, because all they have is fries. And I told them they need to get lamb on that side, because they have lamb on the other side the rest of the days of the week. They're going to get lamb. They're going to put that India tea on the menu. And that's the secret menu, is that freaking India tea. But we'll have to wait for the lamb till they put it on the menu. They're just about to change the menu. So I gave them a good review on Google. You gotta check out, you gotta get on Google and do reviews on stuff to help places. But this one, yeah, good stuff. So I'm just sitting here chilling after eating, having this coconut milk thing. I hope everybody's doing good. But this is, if you get stuck out here in freaking Monroe, Georgia, right? Because you delivered at Walmart, and next to it is a truck stop. It's about $15 to park, but it's well worth it. I advise nosing in so you're uphill like I'm doing, but I'm just saying. The food is hidden. It's between the Huddle House and the truck stop. They have food in that truck stop, like I said, that's the regular weekdays, and they got lamb. But if you want that India tea and you want the steak, go around the front, you'll see the restaurant sign in. It's a bar, pub, restaurant, whatever they want to try to make it. It's so slow right now, but it's good. Oh man, it's good. So I'm fixing to get moving. We're gonna put in some miles over the weekend because there's money to be made if you're willing to work. You know, I don't mind working, and I got plans for all kinds of money plans, right? So I gotta work to have what I want, just like everybody else in America. I hope y'all are doing good though. I hope you're saving money. I hope you're working hard, getting what you want. Just rolling under these windows. I might have to turn this truck on for a minute. I think that's the best way to get AC. Quite better. Just a little stuffy with just the APU running unless I turn it on high. Might try it on high for a minute. I've been running my APU a lot. It's getting warmer weather. Man, it seems like the best freight too has been nighttime freight, because everybody wants to run in the daytime. They're doing this construction roll in motion slowdown crap and holding up people for no reason. They shut off 285 at the top end of the perimeter on it in Atlanta for construction, shut it down to 2 lanes, and everything was stopped because there was too much traffic. That kind of messed with me delivering, but I got there on time anyway. That was good. The way it works is they think they know the best time to put traffic on people. Sunday in the midday really is bad. But that's what they decided to do. So kind of helped me up. And the rolling roadblocks are getting to be ridiculous. Let's see if I can turn this up. I'm already on high. Man, if the thing's already on high, I'm about to shut the truck, turn the truck on, man. Let's get this thing going. The beast. Oh, man. Clean out your sinuses, too. That, I don't know if that was the coconut milk or the tea. But cloves are healing. Ginger is healing. The stuff they put in that tea, that other stuff, it's some kind of something else they put with those cloves. I don't know. But golly, it will fix you up. You won't think there's a problem with you until you start trying the natural medicines that people know about that they put in food that are healing, and then you're like, oh, I feel much better after this, and then there you go. And then you can really build the world and do whatever you want to do. So I've been trying to put in about 600 miles when I can, 700 miles when I can. Time to get revenue up. Gotta build. So I didn't catch the messages too on my last video, some of the comments. Apologize for that. And what I'm gonna have to do, I gotta go online and check my messages. I'll get my laptop out maybe tonight. I'm gonna put in about 700 miles today. My load's ready to go. I just go get to it. I was taking some time because this food was so good. I just waited, man. Oh my God. I'm not lying, people. That steak is phenomenal. I don't know what they do, but they do something to a steak that I haven't done before. So I'm thinking the butter had part of it to do with the butter, but yeah, that and the little salad thing I got with it or whatever. All I had was ranch dressing. They're gonna get Italian and they're gonna get a baked potato. They're changing up the menu, and they're gonna get lamb. And then I'm gonna have a cigar right here too. The rest of that cigar, I've already started another Arturo Fuente. I hope you have cigars. Hope you're doing good. On my lighter. There we go. Other than that, I'm just watching traffic pass by and chilling for a minute before I start up. This is the view that I like, by the way, to wake up to. Something other than just a truck stop parking lot. So, a lot of times it's corn out in the Midwest. See, at Walmart, this is brought to you by Walmart. You want to be famous. Yep. Okay. I'm just chilling, people. Chill with me and have a cigar. I'm gonna scan in some paperwork. Make $1 a day. You gotta make $1 a day. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you a story. This is good. This is good. So, I'm going to tell you the story of Solomon's magic ring. Okay? I didn't even think about doing it on this one. I'll do it on this one. It's a good little story. Hope you enjoy it. For those that have stuck with me, it's a decent little thing. Let's see here if I can. Well, it's going to be from right. Hebrew is read from right to left. I'll show you what his ring looked like. 3 letters. The thing that looks like a high heel boot a walking foot, that's called Gimel. It's read from right to left. The middle is Zayin. That is considered to be like the hand of God, or a lightning bolt coming down, but it's from the hand of God. The next one is that little bitty mark right. It's overlooked and it's out of focus at the same time. The most overlooked letter, the most important. The one on the left, right there. I'll hold still. There we go. The one on the left. The internet and the phone does not want me to teach you people Hebrew. Let's see here. Well, there we go. It's trying. My phone doesn't speak Hebrew. Anyhow, look up the letter Yod in Hebrew. I got it for a second, but it's Gimel, Zayin, Yod, from right to left. Yod being the smallest. There we go. Yod is the one on the left. That little Yod, that little 7 looking, it's like a beautiful 7. Gimel, from right to left, Gimel, Zayin, Yod. Yod is the first letter of the name of God, and also the first letter of his son, Jesus Christ, which was Yeshua Mashiach. Y, Yod. So, Gimel, Zayin, Yod. It's really fighting me. You saw it. So, the way the story goes is Solomon, who asked God for wisdom and was given wisdom. I asked for the wisdom of Solomon. I got something completely different, but God's got a sense of humor, and I appreciate the gift I have. But it is good. It's way better than what his would have been. It's a better gift. So, people, Solomon overheard one of his servants, his main servant that got him what he asked for, like a page, a helper, his right-hand guy. He overheard him bragging about to other servants, saying, "Oh, I get him everything he wants. I'm Solomon's right-hand guy. I get him. If he asks for something, he comes to me because he knows I can get it and I make it happen." And Solomon, overhearing this, said, "You know, I need to teach him some humility." Okay? He wanted to better him, but what he told him was, he said, "There is somewhere in my kingdom, there is a ring, a magic ring, and the magic ring can make a man sad when he's happy, and happy when he is sad." And so he said, "I need this ring before the next festival. You got like a few months here. You need to get on it." And so he went out and said, "I'll find it for you, wherever it is. I've never heard of it, but I'll find it." Okay. So he figured that what was going to happen was the guy was going to come back empty-handed, and he would tell him, "Listen, I'm sorry, but I had to teach you this lesson. You needed some humility, that not everything can be found." So the guy goes out looking all across Solomon's kingdom. Every jewelry shop, every person that had a sukkot or open booth tabernacle, anything where they were selling any type of a bracelet, jewelry, just, do you have it? He kept getting the same answer, and the answer was no. They'd never heard of such a thing. So the servant kept looking, and it was getting to be time for the festival, and it was a high religious festival. He had to have it. The king asked for it, and he was at his wit's end there, and he was at the last place that he knew of, and he was back to being at the, at Solomon's Solomon's house, and he was out of answers. And there was a young boy sitting there with just inexpensive but gold-plated and gold bracelets and necklaces all around him and all this other stuff. He said, "Have you ever heard of such a ring?" And the boy said, "No, I haven't." And then out stepped his grandfather, a very old man, who had the jewelry shop behind him, and he said, "I can make you such a ring." He didn't say he'd heard of it. He said, "I can make you one." He said, "Please do." And so the jeweler took a gold ring and he scratched into it 3 simple letters. And those 3 simple letters were, just like I told you earlier, Gimel, Zayin, Yod. 3 simple letters in Hebrew. Gimel, Zayin, Yod, from right to left. And it stands for, just like we have acronyms like TLC is for tender love and care, or BRB is be right back, this kind of thing. This stands for 3 longer words, okay? And their meaning is, I'll get to that in a second. So the servant buys the ring, he sees it, and he automatically knows of an ancient story that it was in, and he understood that it could make you sad when you're happy and happy when you're sad. And so he brought the ring to King Solomon. He said, King Solomon, it was in the middle of the festival. He had already had some wine. He was feeling great. He was happy. He said, "Oh, my servant." He says, the king said, King Solomon said, "I'm sorry that I sent you, and he said, no. He says, "It's fine." He says, "And I got the magic ring. I got what you asked for." He said, "Did you?" And he handed him this ring. And when he handed him this ring, Solomon was so happy. The festival had been great and kicking off and everything, and it made him instantly sad. Because he too knew the ancient story. And so did the jeweler. And the ancient story was that no matter what you build, one day God is going to destroy everything and rebuild the temple. So whatever you build, it's going to be completely destroyed no matter how good it is. So you're going to lose everything. But one day, God is going to rebuild the temple. And this too shall pass. That's what these 3 letters mean. That's where the meaning came from, was that ancient story. This too shall pass. Gimel, Zayin, Yod in Hebrew. And so he instantly knew that his servant had done well. He said, "You've done well, my faithful servant." And he took off his ruby ring and gave it to his servant. And he put this ring on his hand instead. Now, there's been some wooden ones made since then, but as far as I know, in 2,000 years, I'm the first one to actually commission a jeweler to carve into a gold ring the 3 letters that give you humility. So, even with this out of focus, so you can see the 3 letters. Gimel, Zayin, Yod. So people, I hope that you find humility. But later on in life, he knew that even his kingdom was going to be destroyed, and he knew, and later on in life, he looked at it when he had nothing, and again, it made him happy. Okay? So this reminds me daily that this too shall pass. Everything that I've been put to go through, it will pass. And I find happiness in that. So people, I hope that you have something to remind you that God's in control, and that one day he's going to destroy all of it. It doesn't matter if your enemies have built up something so great, and they think they're doing good, one day God's going to destroy it, and he's going to bring his own temple down, and he's going to show people who's in control. I can guarantee you that. I promise you that. Like Christ said, if this were not true, I would not tell you so. So, people, you can look up the story. You can start to learn Hebrew because all of the letters have meanings and they all have numbers. And your name in Hebrew is what I would look up first, because your name was given to you in heaven whether you know it or not. Just like when the angel came down and told Mary, this one will be named Yeshua or Yahuwah. Yahshua, Jesus Christo, Jesus Christ is the now a different type of translation of it. It would have been Yahshua or Joshua. It doesn't matter, they didn't have the letter J. So Yeshua, any of it works. But just know that the angel told Mary, oh, by the way, this one's going to be named Yeshua. Okay? He gave her a heads up. You already had a name in heaven before you came here. You were not Spirit 3,200,000, whatever. You had a name and it means something in Hebrew. So look it up. What is this? What are you doing in my swamp? What, do I sound like somebody that says that? Just a boy? That's funny. What are you doing in my swamp? I don't know. I do go down to the bayou a lot. Ain't nobody been on my mountain. I guarantee you that. I got cameras. Look here. I'm cammed up, jammed up. I keep my powder dry. What are you doing in my swamp? All right, well, just a boy. There you go. So, if that helps someone to know that no matter what they're going through in life right now, that this too shall pass, it will. And it'll be God's plan, not other people's plan for you. Because just like it says in the Bible, and he's talking about here on earth, he says, for I have plans for you, and he has plans to prosper you, not to harm you. So no matter if somebody's trying to take away money from you or to harm you, you'll get that back. Whether it's twice as much, like Job, whether it's a double portion, like Elijah had from Elijah, that gift, or whether it's 10 times, you will be recompensed. Like his name, Jehovah Jireh, means the great God of recompenses. Okay? He has many names. He's the one who hears my prayers. That is El Roy. The great I am, the Alpha and the Omega, Elohim, Adonai, El Shaddai, El Elyon. God's in control of all of it. So don't let other people trick you into thinking they're in control of anything. They control nothing. They change a situation and create a fire so that you will leave and go to better lands and build there. If you find yourself in a fire, God's not keeping you from a fire. He's making you fireproof. Once you learn that, once you really go through it and learn that, like Job did, then you have been tempered like steel by that fire. You've been made stronger. And now you'll know when the fire's coming. You'll smell smoke a million miles away. You will be sensitive to enemies that try to come at you. And never again will you have a Judas the betrayer to hurt you. And we all have to go through the same trials and tribulations. It's as if God has a play that you're living out a part in, and you just have to choose your part wisely. Don't be Judas, but know that you have a part to play. And if you have questions about what's happening to you in this life and why, look at Job. He lost everything, and all of his friends were saying, what did he do to deserve this? We can't find anything. He didn't do anything to deserve this. Why is this happening? And he got twice as much later. If you lose someone due to their misdeeds, a companion, a girlfriend, a wife, you will find that you will get something 10 times better. If you lose money, God will bring it back to you 10 times better, tenfold. Look at your current situation and know that you're being carried anyway. I've been through it, people, and I can give you the advice that this is true. This is absolutely true. And this too shall pass. Whether you're doing great right now, well, you might want to have some humility, because you may have some hard times again, because in life there are famines. And in the same way, if you're going through a famine and you're going through a time of lack, just know that God's fixing to fix this mess. And it's going to get better. So God bless you, people. I'm going to get off this thing. I just really want to tell about this restaurant, but that story came to my heart, and I'm like, hey, I'll share that too. This too shall pass. Look up your name in Hebrew. It has a meaning, and it will teach you more about yourself and what you're supposed to be. And pray about your situation, and God will handle it. Ask, and ye shall receive, whether you believe it or not. Hit the like button. God bless you, people. I'm out. Peace. Oh, and share this video. It's good stuff.